What if I told you that humanity's greatest dream, the answer to our deepest cosmic loneliness, might have just gotten a new chapter? To find a second home, a planet that might be more habitable than Earth itself. It's the kind of thing you expect to hear in a sci-fi movie, but it's real. And it might just get us one step closer to answering that huge, nagging question. Are we alone out here? Scientists have just stumbled upon what could be the most important world discovered in our lifetime. It's a planet 40 light-years away, is just a little smaller than Earth, and has a surprisingly mild temperature. It represents a tantalizing hope, a candidate for a new home. But there's a catch, one single crucial question that will determine if this place is a paradise or a completely scorched wasteland. Just 40 light-years from home, in the constellation Pisces, astronomers using NASA's TESS satellite spotted the exoplanet Gliese 12b. It's being called the nearest transiting temperate Earth-sized world located to date, which is a mouthful, but it tells you everything you need to know. This is one of those game-changing discoveries, and so you don't miss the moment we get the final answer about this planet, make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell. If you're as excited as we are, hit that like button to help us bring this cosmic exploration to more people. Getting back to the details on Gliese 12b, we know its year is only 12.8 days long. This might lead you to assume it's an inferno. After all, its orbit is incredibly close to its star, about 7% of the distance between the Earth and the Sun. But here's the secret. Its star is nothing like our Sun. Gliese 12 is a cool red dwarf, much smaller, dimmer, and less ferocious. Think of it like a campfire instead of a bonfire. You have to sit close to stay warm. Gliese 12b is nestled right in that perfect spot, where it's not too hot and not too cold for liquid water to exist. Even better, its star seems to be magnetically quiet. Many red dwarfs are like temperamental cosmic teenagers, notoriously volatile, firing off violent stellar flares. These eruptions bombard their planets with high-energy radiation, capable of sterilizing the surface and stripping away any atmosphere that dares to form. The mature and calm nature of the star Gliese 12 is therefore a huge advantage, giving a potential atmosphere a real fighting chance for long-term survival and stability. So what makes this planet so special? For starters, its size. It's not an exact twin of Earth, but it's close, just a bit smaller, which also makes it remarkably similar to Venus. This unique position between the sizes of Earth and Venus makes it a perfect natural laboratory, one of the most exciting discoveries yet in our hunt for habitable worlds. And then there's the temperature. Scientists estimate that without an atmosphere, the surface would be about 42 degrees Celsius, 107 degrees Fahrenheit. That's like a hot summer day, and it's well within the range where liquid water could exist. This temperature puts Gliese 12b in a fascinating position, receiving about 85% of the energy that Venus gets from the Sun, placing it right on the edge between Earth-like and Venus-like conditions. It's a quality that makes it an object of intense scientific fascination. We have a planet of the right size and the right temperature, but everything, absolutely everything, hinges on the most important piece of the puzzle, having an atmosphere. This is the make-or-break question. Without an atmosphere, Gliese 12b is just an airless rock, completely exposed to the harshness of space, with brutal temperature swings and bathed in radiation. However, if it has a thick runaway greenhouse atmosphere like Venus, it would be a toxic hellscape with temperatures hot enough to melt lead. But if it has a thin, temperate atmosphere like Earth's, we might have just hit the cosmic jackpot. Such an atmosphere could regulate its temperature, create enough pressure for oceans of liquid water to exist, and shield the surface, creating the perfect scenario for life as we know it. Another challenge, or perhaps an opportunity, is that the planet might be tidally locked. This means one side is perpetually facing its star in an endless day, while the other is frozen in an eternal night. This could create wild temperature extremes, with one side scorching and the other frigid. However, the border between these two extremes, known as the terminator zone, could be a strip of perpetual twilight where the temperatures might be more stable and mild, perhaps ideal for life. This shows us that life may not need a planet that is an exact copy of Earth. It could thrive in conditions we consider extreme. And speaking of extreme yet potentially life-harboring environments, look no further than Jupiter's moon Europa. If you want to know how an ocean hidden under kilometers of ice could be our best bet for finding alien life close to home, check out the video popping up in the card right now. As for Gliese 12b, what makes it so fascinating, it's more than just a potential new home. It's a cosmic laboratory. Here in our own solar system, Earth and Venus are sister planets. They're nearly the same size and were born from the same stuff, yet one is a paradise and the other is a toxic inferno. But why does this happen? Scientists believe their atmospheres sent them on completely different paths. Venus, with its clouds of sulfuric acid and an atmospheric pressure capable of crushing a nuclear submarine, is an example of what happens when the greenhouse effect runs out of control. Earth, on the other hand, found a delicate balance that allowed life to flourish. By studying Gliese 12b, which sits right on that knife's edge between the conditions of Earth and Venus, we can learn a ton about how planets become habitable in the first place. It could finally help us understand the chain of events and the critical tipping points that allowed Earth to thrive while Venus became a cautionary tale. And we're on the brink of finding out the main answers to these questions. The James Webb Telescope is our primary tool to study Gliese 12b, searching for the telltale signs of a possible atmosphere. If you want to be the first to know what Webb discovers and whether this planet is a true second Earth, you already know what to do. Drop a comment below. Do you believe we'll find an atmosphere, or is this exoplanet another Venus in the making? The discovery of Gliese 12b has opened a new and thrilling chapter in our search for life. Could Gliese 12b be our potential new home? The answer is out there, orbiting a star 40 light-years away, and the James Webb Telescope is getting ready to find it.